Hello and welcome. Today I want to talk to you about your food, okay? Now, we're all open to temptation. So the theme is temptation. What do? I mean, we are all human. We are all exposed to it. We're bombarded by advertising everywhere we go. On our phones, billboards, audio, visual, everything. Everywhere we are going, all the time, we're constantly being bombarded by people who want to take our money. That's the bottom line, okay? So you've got to be aware of this, consciously aware of the fact that everywhere you go, people are not concerned about your health. They're only concerned about their wealth, okay? So what are we going to do about it? Because we are responsible for ourselves, okay? So as I said, I'm relating this to food right now because so many of you are asking me, how do you make the decision to take the action to change the lifestyle, to get the body shape you want or the energy that you want? So you have to understand that it is not that some of us can and some of us can't. Some of us are born with the ability to do it and some of us aren't. We're all open to the same temptations and we are all human, okay? So my son came home the other night with a packet of chocolate biscuits and he said, "Mum, I'm putting them in the cupboard here just in case you want one." And I said, "No, you're not. You're taking it and you're putting it in your cupboard, hiding it from me because I don't want to know where it is." "Why?" he said. "You can have one every now and then." I said, "Well, that's the problem. Put one in my mouth, I'll want the whole packet, okay? So I'm human too, and I'm sorry, but you don't need to think that you are unique and that you have this inability to control yourself. That is not true. We are all open to the same temptations, and so the only solution is to remove the temptation. Okay, but yes, we move around in life and we are suddenly sitting down and in front of you is sitting a chocolate brownie or whatever it is that you love, okay, whatever your favorite thing is. A friend of mine, his is salt and vinegar chips, okay? So what do we do? So I'll explain to you what I do. I talk to my food, okay? Yes. So I create a relationship with the food and I go, right, you and I are enemies. You and I know that we don't get along. I put you in my mouth and I suddenly feel miserable. There's a fleeting moment of, oh, it's delicious, but there's always the guilt because I know it's wrong, okay? So what do? I have a chat. I put it there and I go, you know what, you're there. I can have you at any time. That's the problem with this day and age that we live in. Drive-throughs, push a button, the food's right there. You don't even have to work for it, make it. It's just there, right? Okay, so what do? Well, what I do is I go, right, you and I have this problem. We don't get on with one another, all right? You know that. The moment you're on my lips, I immediately experience guilt, knowing it's the wrong thing. Consume it. Wake up the next morning and go, I should never have eaten it. I knew it was wrong, okay? Also, the problem is, I don't know if you're like me, but one brownie won't be enough. I'll finish it and immediately want another one. So my solution is, I talk to the food and I go, so the solution is not to put you in my mouth in the first place, because then when I do that, it reminds me of what you taste like, and then I want more. And two, when I have this enormous guilt trip. But also, when I have finished eating you, I know I'm going to want another one. So I'll just be back where I started, before I had the one, before I ate you, okay? So, no. I'll stand there and look at them in the refrigerator in the cafeteria, and they'll have this conversation with it in my head, okay? And then I move away and I go, so what's the solution? Okay, well, I know I'm going to have I love a chai tea. I'm going to have my chai tea, that's fine. Normally if I'm really organized, which is most of the time, I take my protein balls along because then I know that's my failing, is I need that chocolatey taste, something sweet when I'm drinking a cup of tea, and most women do. But if you're a savory person, what is your option? Stay away from the chips. Okay, give yourself another option. So what I do normally is I go, right, I know that I won't feel guilty if I eat the salad. And if I'm hungry, let me eat the salad. And if I'm still wanting something sweet, then I'll have the protein ball. But either way, when I walk out of here, I've done the right thing. I've set myself up to win. I set myself up to stand on the scale in a week, 2, 3 weeks time and know that it's gone down, not up. And I know that I won't wake up tomorrow morning with a guilt trip. So that's my advice to you. It's Friday today. Give it a go. You're probably going to be going out partying. You're going to be going out for the weekend. You probably go out for breakfast, go out for afternoon tea. Go and find my video on protein balls. Make them. Keep them in the refrigerator, in a closed container or in the freezer. Take them out, put them in a little Ziploc bag, put them in your handbag. You're set up to win. Either way, no matter where you go, you know that you can reach for the right thing instead of wanting something and taking what's available, which is the wrong thing. Do you understand? Setting yourself up to win. That's a positive situation to be in, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend.